Bata Manga.
I grew up in a single mother household. I had two younger sisters. It was a single mother household, so we were almost always poor. Additionally, at school, people would mock me for being poor, and it wasn't just a single person. They would often throw away my gym clothes. My mother went to work early in the morning, so I made bento with my sisters from early in the morning. There was a time that they threw that bento away from the third floor. Girl B, the leader of the group, was my worst enemy. That's why I was really happy after graduating and getting away from that town. My mother started getting sick and I came back to my hometown to help her out. I found my husband and we had a daughter. After my daughter was born, my mother recovered quickly. My husband was a kind man and thought that living with her would make her feel better too. My younger sister already lived alone. Then one day, I heard that girl B had moved back here as well and that my daughter was going to the same kindergarten as hers. My husband started his own company when he was in his early 20s and has been running several software applications companies since. As a result, I'd been living in a house that was well beyond my dreams and cars that were truly something else, although I had no real interest in those. That's why everyone knew about us, and when they saw us, we were considered the celebrities of the neighborhood. I was sure that we would run into each other since our kids went to the same kindergarten. I was upset, and who would have thought I ran into her almost immediately. She saw me and started acting just like she did when she was in school. "Wow, look at you. It's been so long." She closed in on me. Hey. Wow, you're wearing nice clothes. Doesn't suit you. I didn't need to be afraid anymore, but I was honestly terrified, almost like I was a child again. Then, suddenly, "Good morning, Tanako. The steak that you guys gave us as a gift? Oh my gosh, it was amazing. Please thank your husband for us." "Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it." "What? You gave steak to someone else like that? You must have mistook it for some cheap ham or something. I don't know why this poor child is pretending to be a celebrity or something. It's cringy, so stop it." "Huh? You didn't know?" Tadako's husband is the CEO of several software and application companies. She's not pretending. She is the celebrity of the kindergarten. "What? Tadako? You're kidding." "Not kidding, right, Tanako-san?" She went away after that. Girl B looked at me like she was holding a grudge. One of my friends who loved gossiping had told me that she's a single mother and is looking around for someone to get hitched to who has a lot of money. She must have been so furious about the fact that someone she bullied for being poor was doing great now as an adult. Did you know that Tanako was actually poor and quiet when she was a student? She was even bullied. She would run around telling people about my dark days. I've never bragged about being a celeb, and I don't like to live lavishly, so a lot of my friends kind of just look at her like, so what? If anything, you better be careful. Girl B is running around trying to spread bullshit rumors about you. They were literally all on my side. I was traumatized by the bullying I received while I was a student, so I didn't want anything to do with her. I did my best to avoid her, but one day, she called me up as if she had just defeated me. Honestly, I didn't want to go, but the one time I didn't go was when I was in high school. "This is what you get for running away. A shower." Many students poured ice-cold water on me in the middle of winter. The next day, I ran a high fever, so I was too afraid not to go. At a certain park near the kindergarten, she suddenly started talking. "I have good news for you. I slept with your husband." "Huh?" "No, not huh. I did the dirty with your husband." I couldn't believe her. I completely trusted my husband and I knew he wasn't the type to cheat, but she was grinning at me as if she had just defeated me. "I have proof. Look." She showed me a photo of her and a man that looked like my husband embracing each other. This is enough, right? Huh? Oh my gosh. This is why I hate idiots. Your husband loves me, so you're useless. I'm going to be moving in with my son, so you just take your daughter and leave. I can't do that, and my husband would never have an affair. My husband was absolutely always busy, but he always took great care of us. I thought it was rude of me to not trust him. She must have been irritated by this and shoved the photo in my face. I don't care how much you deny it. Your husband loves me. Admit it. Stop. After being forced to look at the photo, I noticed something. This isn't my husband. What? It definitely is. Take a better look. It's not my husband. My husband doesn't have a birthmark here. My husband's twin brother has a birthmark there. What? You're kidding. Seriously, I'll let you meet my husband to prove it. You're lying. What are you making me do? You fooled me, so you better pay me $50,000 in damages. What? That's your fault. It had nothing to do with me. Don't you dare try to weasel out of this, you bitch. I'm going to sue you. You really think you have a chance at winning? Oh, wait. He's your husband's brother, right? Yes? Then he must be rich too, because your husband is a super rich fellow with multiple app companies, right? Then his brother must be rich too. I don't think so. My husband started his company on his own, so it's not like they have anything to do with each other. What? You're lying. There's no way. I saw him wearing expensive brands. That's probably because he comes over to our house and borrows my husband's clothes sometimes. What? That's not funny. I'm not gonna let this go. I thought that she might try to reach out to my husband, so I told my husband everything from the beginning. While I was talking, I couldn't help but feel like I was so small, and I was worried my husband would hate me. Before I knew it, I was crying. But my husband...
Why couldn't I be there for you? I'm so sorry. I could have protected you.
He hugged me tightly.
You're so important to me.
My husband also contacted his brother after that. Later on, Girl B came storming me after figuring out that the brother had no money to speak of. Damages! You owe me money! Your brother-in-law tricked me! I spoke to him yesterday, but he said he didn't lie at all. If anything, he said that he hasn't even slept with you. When I asked him about the photo, he said that you were getting all weird when you jumped onto him. He just tried to catch you. No! Also, when you jumped onto him, you stole his wallet that was in his back pocket. He was glad to have found out who stole his wallet. Girl B must have forgotten what she had done because she started turning blue. He's going to press charges apparently. You slandered him and stole his wallet. She ran away like the wind. Afterwards, she was arrested because of my brother-in-law's charges. The whole story spread like wildfire, and by next week, she was gone. I couldn't do anything while I was a student, but I was about to muster up the courage to fight back thanks to my husband. I felt like I finally took a big step forward.
Thank you for watching all the way to the end. What did you think of today's episode? Leave a comment and let me know your thoughts on today's story. And if you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe.